Hi. A short post today just to explain the difference in my 3 extraterrestrial books, just to clarify how they are different. The first book I wrote was Homo Spacians, written in August 2019. And Homo Spacian is simply asking the question, where are we from? We are certainly not from planet Earth. We have been seeded from other civilizations, and this book explains that. It also explains the drawings and the carvings and the paintings that are found all over the world in ancient caves. Drawings depicting saucer men coming down from the heavens in what we would call something like modern spacesuits. So there were saucer men and there were UFOs around in ancient times. They're not a modern phenomenon. Visitors from space, they have been coming for generations. And these men, of course, who saw them coming down, they obviously thought they were gods coming from the heavens. They're in the Bible, they're in the Vedas, they're in the book of Enoch. So we cannot deny that they have been present since time began. We have been seeded from other planets. And the question is, have we been made in the likeness of God or in the likeness of the gods? These gods coming down from the heavens as ancient civilizations saw them and drew what they saw in their cave walls and in their tombstones. That was the first book. The second one was Those Strange Looking Men in Their Flying Machines, September 2019. Now this deals with the reality of UFOs and ETs. UFOs belong to our Earth. Yes, Hitler and the Nazis had them. There's no doubt about that. They had flying saucers. It deals with Nazi involvement with the extraterrestrial reptilian races. And there, as I explained in my previous post, their base was under the ice in Antarctica. This deals with Roswell and the cover-ups, the weather balloons and the experimental dummies being put down. All that nonsense the government came out with to cover up what happened in Roswell. It deals also with what the American presidents know and knew. And it's a fact. The presidents know very little more than what we know. It's the shadow government that is in control of all of this. This book deals too with the Vatican, what the Vatican knows. The Vatican knows an awful lot more than we know they know. Okay? It deals too with the explanation behind religious apparitions. In particular, the 1917 apparition in Fatima, witnessed by thousands of people. The lady, when she spoke, the voice came over, but her lips didn't move. There's no movement. And when she moved away, her feet didn't move. She didn't walk. Her feet didn't move. So this book gives the explanation behind what really went on in religious apparitions and also crop circles. And also, when the first Americans arrived on the moon, we were not told at the time all that went on. We were not told about the large mining apparatus, a large amount of it that was found on the moon. The Americans weren't the first ones to get on the moon, although we were told that. And also the words of Buzz Aldrin. No, sir, we are not alone. We were never told that before. No, sir, we are not alone. His words back to base. We are not alone. They were surrounded by UFOs. And the most recent one, of course, above our heads, predators or protectors. I've done my previous post on that just last week there. And this is the one that brings us up to date. This is about the evidence from those who have been abducted and from those who have seen alien bodies, dead or alive. And this brings us to the question, is it time now for disclosure, part disclosure, or maybe even full disclosure? Those are my 3 books on extraterrestrials, extraterrestrial cultures, extraterrestrial life. And I hope you enjoy them. And if and when you read them, then you can make up your own mind, because nobody can tell you. You know, I haven't experienced abduction, not that I can remember, but you've got to make up your own mind as to what you are ready to believe and not to believe. Because I explained in a previous post, truth is different for each one of us. So what I find the truth might not be your truth. You've got to make up your own mind about what you believe and what you think about extraterrestrial life. But there's one thing for sure, it is out there, and we have got to come to terms with it. Until we meet again, namaste.